your face. That sounded weird. So what? Hey guys, so today I wanted to kind of talk about how to get your teacher to notice you during class, to kind of associate a name that's on a roster with an actual person and your face in class. But first I wanted to tell you guys that I'm starting a kind of study series type of thing. One of you all suggested it and I thought that it was a really good idea. So basically I will take subjects in school and make a whole video on each one, kind of explaining how I study for it, some tips for you guys, maybe an organizational tips in there as well, and just kind of explaining how to do well in those classes. And I want to start out by doing 4, so I'll do a math, history, science, and English one. Those will be the 4 that I will start out with, and the first one will go up hopefully this week, probably by the weekend, and then I'll kind of spread them out a little bit. But I want you guys to kind of vote on which one you want to see first. So I will leave the first 4 comments on this video, and then the first one will be like history, and then another one will be science and blah blah blah, and then you guys can like whichever one you want to see first, and then when I decide to film the first video, then I will see which one has the most likes and I will do that one first, and then the one that has the second most, I'll do that one second, and third and fourth and whatever. And then if you guys have any other classes that you want me to do, like maybe, I don't know, an art class, or I don't really know what else there is, but if you guys think of any, then you can leave a comment for those, and I will try to do those if a lot of you guys want them. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I think it'll be fun. I hope it's beneficial to you guys. And okay, so that is that. That was a really long intro, I'm sorry. But to this video, how to get your teacher to notice you. I know if you're more of a reserved person, it's definitely harder if you are bubbly and outgoing and everything, but there is still definitely plenty of ways for you to get noticed. So first of all, if you don't have assigned seats in your class, I would pick either a seat in the first or second row, just so that you're in the teacher's view every single class. They see you, they know that you're there, and more likely than not, if you're in the first couple rows of the classroom, then it shows that you really care and you want to pay attention to what the teacher is talking about, what the subject is. So that's always a plus. If you have assigned seats and there's really nothing you can do about it, just make sure that you're always, look engaged and making eye contact with the teacher, and looking like you care about the class. Secondly, definitely want to ask questions. Teachers love it when you ask questions. Just raise your hand and be like, excuse me, miss or Mr. whatever, this part wasn't clear, I have a question about this. Just be polite about it and always raise your hand, obviously, because teachers don't like it when you interrupt them, and then they'll get to you when they have a pause in what they're saying. And more likely than not, if you have a question about something, then somebody else in the classroom does too. So don't be afraid to speak up about it. I know when I was little, I never wanted to look, stupid or like I didn't know what was going on, to, put myself out there and ask a question during class. But honestly, people don't care if you ask questions. If something isn't clear that the teacher is saying, then they would love, to clear that up for you, because everybody else in the class obviously isn't getting it either. So do that, and then make comments on things. Like if the teacher, asks a question, then, and you know the answer, then raise your hand and answer the question, because they love class participation. So if you participate in the class, then they're going to get to know you better. They're going to get to kind of know a little bit of your personality, and know that you really care about the subject material and doing well in the class. So you just want to be able to make yourself noticeable kind of to the teacher. So answering questions and participating in class, that's the best way, I would think, to get your teacher to notice you. But if you don't really feel comfortable doing that, you don't want to put yourself out there too much, that's totally understandable too. So for that, I would, number one, and this is for anybody, always do well on the tests and quizzes. Because if you are consistently at the top of the class, you're getting the best grades, you're doing well, then your teacher is going to know your name. They may not know your face as well, but they will definitely know, the name. So like, say your name is Kristen, I don't know, and you're continually getting A's on all of the quizzes, getting A's on all of the tests, your teacher's going to be like, this Kristen, she knows what she's doing. So they're going to kind of associate your name with doing well in the class. So then all you need to do is just kind of speak up a few times and they will immediately know who you are. And then if you do have questions, you do want to get your teacher to notice you, but you don't want to really participate in class, like I said, another way to kind of get noticed is to go to your teacher's office hours. So say, I know in college, professors give out times that they're there every day, for you to stop by and ask questions, or you can make an appointment with them. That's always a really good thing to do if you have a question, or just to kind of stop in and kind of associate yourself, with them at the beginning of this semester. Say, hi, my name is whatever, this is kind of my major, I'm really excited about your class, whatever, just so that you kind of get to know your professor on more of a personal kind of level. But then in high school, I would always go in early to school if I had a question on a problem on one of the homework problems, or if I had something that was unclear before a test, I would go in a couple days and, be like, excuse me, can I talk to you for a second? And if not, then, you can set up a time that you can go and speak with them and ask your questions, make comments, whatever. Honestly, that's probably the best way that they'll get to know you, because it's a one-on-one thing. They'll know your name, they'll know your face, and then once you get in class, you can participate more, you might feel more comfortable and more willing to participate since you kind of know the teacher and everything. And yeah, I think that's probably about it. If you guys have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments below for those who want to get more noticed by their teachers in class. And I know this is more of an issue for reserved and shy people like myself. It takes a lot of, energy and courage and really, talking yourself into it to participate in class and answer and ask those questions. So I know it can be troublesome, but it does get easier as you get older. You get more confident in yourself, and you just are kind of like over caring what other people think. So you can just kind of be like, I don't care if anybody thinks that I have no idea what's going on. I want to ask this question so that I do know what is going on. So that is my advice for kind of how to get a teacher to notice you and get noticed in class, and kind of associate your name or number on a roster with a face, your beautiful face. So that is it for that video, and don't forget to go down to the comments and vote on which one you guys for my next video want to see, either history, math, science, or English. Yeah, those are the four. So be sure and like the comment that I give. They'll probably be the first four, I'm sure, on the video. Like the one that you want to see first, and I will do that one. And if you guys have any other suggestions for those or suggestions for other videos, go ahead and leave those in the comments as well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It was beneficial to you guys. If it was, give it a thumbs up. I'm really glad that these are helping you all make school a little bit easier, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, or whenever you are watching this, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!